Oh my goodness, what's happening here?
Look at that.
We've got somebody who, what happened today? 10th place?
10th place. I got Reinhard. Everybody saw me get Dromide.
Yeah,
I was on the wrong 90
crazy.
of the 90-90.
Yeah, I don't get the 90-90. I'll try to get you guys to explain that when we have a downtime.
I can happily explain.
We have two heavy hitters, though. We got somebody you guys know from way back when, with Tyler Horspool taking down that calling in Vegas.
He was also who I picked to win this tournament.
That's why we have you in the booth.
Yeah.
We're like, he's going to do the winner pick and barely miss top 8, and then we'll get him in here.
Yeah.
Alan Chavarin is somebody where we know him forever, but everybody else knows him as, is it really a Levia player at 3-0 right now?
He is the Levia master.
And you haven't played against him. And we got to redo the health thing. I guess that's those guys, though.
He actually just hit himself with Beast Within. Now he's already
He did 27 of his blues. How did tournament go today? I guess we should address that real quick. Did you have fun?
It was a lot of fun. It's always fun. These AG events are the best. Obviously, I didn't make top 8, so
That's 2 times in Collector Legion, 2 times shorts.
I know this place. I'm blaming the store. It's definitely not my play.
Adam did the voodoo magic on top of everything.
Yeah. No, it was good. I played 6 different heroes in 6 rounds. So
that's like the first time I've ever heard of that.
Yeah. So that's definitely. I didn't find Alexi until round 6.
What are we doing with Lexi? Are we beating her? We're crushing her, or is she gonna be the big deck and format that just like crushes everybody?
She's pretty good. You better have a plan for her because she can just kind of keep the ball rolling. The ponders, the ability to keep her arsenal, rolling across turns is
way better. It's like you have 5 cards every turn instead of 4.
Yeah, if you take tempo, you better keep it. Obviously, playing Guardian, that's not the easiest thing to do. So, in some ways it's not the same, but kind of like the old chain decks where it's hard to ever find your time to pivot, and if you take a bunch of damage to pivot, then you don't keep it, you just took a bunch of damage and you still die.
Out.
So,
or if they play Trench, like how many Lexis are playing Trench these days? Half and half, or none of them?
I haven't seen any.
Because that's what Evan does. So I'm used to Evan. Like anytime I play Command and Conquer to try and get tempo on him, he just goes, "Put this card on the bottom of my deck. You can have one of my cards, but I'll save that for later."
So I went in. I played against 4 at the Pro Tour and then 1 today, and they're all on Tunic. I believe that's the most common setup.
Any insights from Pro Tour you want to tell everybody about? It sucked, or it was amazing.
It was awesome. It was. I mean, I think everybody's saying it. The word on the street is it was the best event, and I think I agree with that. It was. It ran smooth. It ran quickly. The ability to watch the feature match
that was really cool.
From above was really cool.
From home.
You got to wear your wristband so you could say like, "Hey, we're cool. We can be over here. You guys can't come over here." No, I'm just kidding.
They didn't allow Pro Tour non-players over there.
They even had the TV set up so you could watch.
That's crazy.
Spectate from a chair outside. So all in all, it was really good. Looks like they're going here.
Yeah, we're going to start off with an Arsenal pass to hope for better cards next time from Alan. And then we're just going to get right into ruining people's lives with all these Briar cards. Because that's going to be a buff 3 plus a buff 6. Just an easy 13 damage coax, or am I lying?
It's
3 plus 5.
No, I think it's blue. So I think he's at 10 and an arcane with 1 floating and go again.
How was your Hawaiian barbecue for lunch?
It was good. It was good. It was needed. I was hungry.
Yeah. It's crazy because it's humid in here. Not this room.
Yeah.
This whole area we are using some heat from our bodies to generate, and there's some sweat going on, so it's humid in Collector Legion. So I don't know if that'll affect our players.
Not Tyler. He's focused. Alan, I think, could play in a jungle. I mean, his deck looks like he came from the jungle.
Oh yeah. Is there something where Tyler's like, "Oh, I want one of these," or has that been said at all?
Oh,
Like, why do I keep losing these AGE?
oh no, he wants one. He wants he wants to make the invitational. So he's got the eye of the tiger right now.
I mean, he's gonna need some help because
Yeah.
if we look at this leaderboard, I don't see his name on there. I think that's something that I've like. Maybe I'm one of his harshest critics of like, because he does all of his best work when I'm not around.
He does.
So I'm like, I haven't seen the crazy killer instincts.
Yeah, no, when he goes to these big events, I'm pretty sure he's always the last one of our group to lose the first round. I mean, I think he was on stream at 3-0 against Charles Dunn at the Pro Tour. He might have gone 4-0 in the first day of CC at the Pro Tour on Briar. Yeah, when he's on, he's on.
I kind of love that he said, let's both gain a health just for the mental damage of going above 40.
So that's kind of the strat they use is always gain the life.
Because you can go over your opponent way quicker than they can go over you. I don't think Alan's realized it's 41 though.
He needs his green crayon. Forgot his green crayon.
What do you think the idea behind the crowns is? Is it we really do not have a pin in his household, or is it I'm messing with my opponent any way possible?
He's I don't even know if he's trying to mess with his opponent, to be quite honest. I think that's just him. He just kind of has this kind of quiet humor about him, and if you'll watch him, he plays at about 1,000,000 miles an hour, and he never stops moving. I think he just, yeah, no.
Oh, I like that. The guy in the sky said, "Walking art piece from Colin."
Yeah,
is the vibe here. Oh, walking modern art piece.
No, he's definitely walking modern art. No. He's his own installation.
I love that. Scar for Scar is not a Levia card in any ones that I've seen before, but here it comes down.
So I don't have the fortune. I didn't watch any of the stream from Baltimore yet, so I actually haven't seen Alan play this deck. I'm usually playing alongside of him.
So the best moment of that stream was him playing the Lexi player, and the Lexi player sees the titanium bauble hit the pitch zone, and goes, "That's not a legal card." And they're like, "Sir, this is the what is it? This is a Target or whatever.
Yeah,
this is a Wendy's.
Yeah,
yeah, and like you're allowed to play titanium bauble. Yeah. Everything's allowed here."
The first time I saw that actually was the Auckland calling. I don't know who it was, but one of the New Zealand players had signed titanium baubles in their dash deck. That was
signed by which one? By Titanium himself? Or?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who signs those, but it was pretty cool.
I think Briar should have Living Legend by now if everybody plays him as good as Tyler does.
Definitely. No, Tyler is very good at Briar. He's good at adapting to your game plan as well. He can play the long game. He can play the short game.
So you kind of stick on Oldham. And one thing that's in my head is Tyler's playing all different kinds of decks. Chris is playing all different kinds of decks. They, as a group, said, let's play Kano in a whole high-stakes tournament. Is there something where... Are you excited to see these players like just pick one and stick with one, or are you kind of like as the person who's like I'm always going to be playing Oldham and you guys are getting worse instead of better? Like I kind of like that you guys keep switching instead of figuring out all the individual stuff. I'm not a pro player enough to know like there is some merit to playing 7 different decks in 5 tournaments.
No, there is. I actually think that playing all these different decks make you a better player. I think. I think I would be a better player if I could play Oldham as much as I did and also play these other decks because you get to see what it's like to be on the other side. You understand their lines better, and you just get a deeper understanding of the game. I think, playing as a Guardian where, you're able to block well versus a deck that can't block well, you're playing a very kind of different game of Flesh and Blood. The math's kind of inverted, and being able to go both ways with it, I think is a good skill to have. So, I don't know if you saw Chris Iale's tweet, that just said,
play your heart out.
Play whatever, and also like, look, I played all these stupid decks in these last ProQuest season. These guys refused to play the same.
That's kind of what I'm
hero
talking about.
from the same twice or set twice. So they were forced to play the worst heroes at some point.
I know none of them still through all that touched Rhinar, and I was very pissed about that.
Yeah.
Like, well, we're not crazy. We're just gonna play 7 heroes in 7 tries here.
I think they
one.
No, because I think they wanted.
Sucks. I think that was a double one when I wasn't paying attention.
I think they needed. I think they needed to use Levia for their brute.
Oh my god. I don't. Did Tyler ever play Levia? I think that's what happened, right? There was a double one. Yeah. Oh my god. We look away for 1 second to eat some spam musubi from next door, I kind of like this vibe we got going on, Craig. Like,
it's pretty good.
Late night radio with Delilah. Did you ever listen to Delilah growing up? You know what I'm talking about?
I only know Hey There, Delilah.
Delilah, love song. And it was like, you ask her like,
oh, is this like love songs on the coast?
Yes.
All right, yeah, I'm familiar.
We're doing the low talk.
Yeah.
And like, Snapdragon after this snatch is not what Alan wants to see, but it's only once per game. Straight into swarming. I think it's interesting if Briar either feels like super strong or like, oh, I can deal with that. Who cares? There's like no in between.
Yeah.
And Alan plays with his health like it's candy. Because we're already at 16. I think it's only been 8 minutes probably.
So, do you know Levia's game plan into Briar here?
Well, that's what I would do if I was a good commentator. I do think it's kind of like pick your battles. There's a lot of cards that Alan's going to be drawing that maybe don't have the block value. I personally would take out the swing with big tree, but he put it in there.
Yeah, he's taking a stand right here. So So from my perspective, if all he does is swing back with vanilla damage,
game over.
That's not great. Oh, he's going for everything.
If he gets 3 ones in a row,
oh
my god, this
guy.
is the exact opposite reaction. Tyler says, "Yeah, I'll take a freebie if you'll give it to me." That sucks. Okay, so I don't know what to say because I Alan's amazing and everything, but like, what do we do if you're just gonna punt?
So that's 1 in 216.
Apparently, it's 1 in 1 for us today in Brute Land.
Yeah.
Like, you can't literally do that, and we just proved that on stream that you can do that. And like, what's cool is if he hits all 3 6s, he doesn't have enough to pay it off. So it's like, I wish there was a card where you can like you roll a die and you can keep it on that card for the whole game.
This is Tyler's calling champion buff he has.
Is that a real thing?
I don't know. I mean, this guy just rolled 3 ones in a row.
Sheesh. If Alan has 1 trillion fans, I'm one of them. If Alan has no fans, I'm no longer.
I think Adam F just did the math for rolling triple ones in the chat.
What's interesting is you play a hero that has no real, like, you don't leave anything to chance.
I try to as little as possible. I started on Rhinar. I played Rhinar and Blitz when I first started.
And now I have all your old trophies at my house now.
Yeah, and
your cool Manival Claws, your Romping Club. I got it all at my house.
It was fun, and I thought, oh, you can harness the randomness, right? You can minimize it, which you can. But when you lose to that, I don't have the emotional fortitude. Like Alan cheered because he's having a good time.
He's going for 4 ones right now.
Yeah.
Boo!
He can't even get 2 action points.
Yeah. I think what's interesting is what would you do with 2 action points? You're gonna.
Oh, I think he's doing it just for the lulz now. Oh no, he could have done Mandible Claw, cracked his Heart and Cross Strap. and then swung with Big Tree.
I think what's one thing that's hilarious about this game too is like one player can get so far ahead where it's like, Tyler, why don't you just let the whole thing hit, bro? Like, why are you being so mean?
I'm slightly disappointed that the first time I got to commentate, it's the game where Alan hasn't played a hand the whole game.
Well, he did do 4 damage to Tyler total, so I don't think this is that bad of a matchup for a Reinhardt player, though. Or what am I saying? A Brute player. Yeah. I think it is just, this could not be going worse for Alan.
Yeah.
Not because he did anything wrong. It's because he believed in the heart of the cards. And that only gets you to top 8, apparently. Yeah. What do you think about the card underneath the hero power to show that it's my arsenal card?
Not a fan.
Yeah, I hate it too. Thank God someone said it.
Not a fan.
It only works on stream games too, where there's not zones printed out.
You know, it's probably some extra like conscientious way to make sure you don't ever show that you're going to mix your hand in your arsenal. Occasionally, I've seen this happen. I actually saw.
Oh my God!
Oh wow, he just sigiled him.
Jeez Louise, there is no. For everybody that actually wanted some commentary on this game, there's no AB on the sideboard, so anytime Sigil of Suffering comes down, it just does 1 to Alan and blocks another one.
I wonder if we could, there's probably time to pick up another game and move them over. They're probably on like turn 2. Although it's all like Katsu mirrors, so they're probably all almost done. Okay, all right.
This could be like the quickest top 8 of all time. Let's go ahead and get some live reactions. Okay, I can't really see his face. Water bottle. I feel like Tyler, like, not that this is a layup. I don't want to ever say this and make people feel bad about choices they made in a game. But here you go. Like, not a hard top 8 match.
Yeah.
Beat somebody at top 4, and then play really good, and then you win the whole thing.
So he believes he's well positioned into this top 8 breakdown. He's feeling pretty good right now.
What, do we have a top 8 breakdown? Oh, crap. We do!
Yeah.
I thought that was the old one. I was like, I saw Peter Loderup's name, and I was like, oh, that dude's from two months ago. And then I was like, oh, it is him. There is a Katsu mirror, and then there's also a Lexi mirror.
So we gotta not. We love Travis, but we got to be rooting for Connor here. So we get another brute going down.
So we can have somebody else.
Even though he's the one that knocked me out of the top 8.
What's crazy is Connor should not have, like, by the way Connor's drawing his Blood Rush, he's not going to beat Travis in top 8. It was like against, he was playing Alejandro, and he didn't draw a Blood Rush in the first 30
cards. Did the opposite, and he rolled the opposite of Alan versus me. It was a lot of 6s and 4s.